What is up, math superstars? In this edition of Mr. Peterson Presents, we're going to be talking about when we find mean and describing it as a balance point. So here we go. We have a set of data here, and we have it on a line plot. And on this line plot, you can see that every x represents a counter for whatever the number is underneath. So if we were going to write out our data, we would have 1, 2, we'd have 2 3s, nothing on 4, nothing on 5, nothing on 6. We'd have 2 7s and an 8. And so when we talk about mean as a balance point, we have to figure out at what point, if we were going to evenly distribute these numbers, would give us the middle number. So we talk about central tendency. We're talking about the middle point of this data here. And one way we can do that is we can slide these x's toward each other. And so for this part of the video, you might want to watch it, then rewind it, and then check out again how this will work. And so what we do is we take the x's that are on the end first. And so what we do is we move them, take turns, we move them over one place. So I'm going to cross out this x that's on 2, and I'm going to move it to 3. And then I'm going to cross out the x that's on 8 and move it to 7. And so we're moving them toward the middle. And so we're going to keep on doing that. So I'm going to cross out an x that's on 3, move it to 4, and do the same thing that's on 7 and move it to 6. Let's move an x from 3 to 4, move an x from 7 to 6. So I'll move them toward the middle. So I'm racing an x from 3, moving it to 4, x from 7, moving it to 6. So you can see we're getting closer and closer here. So now I'm going to fast forward. You can kind of see the process. I'm just taking turns from one side to another. And what this is going to show us here, sorry for the little x at the top, it's going to show us a different way to find the mean. So I can say the mean for this set of data is going to be at 5, because when I slide all the x's to the center of each other, it's ending up at 5. So strategy number 2, this is finding the mean the good old-fashioned way. The first step is that we find all the data. So once again, we have 2, 3, 3, 7, 7, and 8. So go ahead and write down all the data there. And what we're going to do is we're going to add up the data together. And so when we do this in our trusty calculator, it gives us 30. And then our third step is that we're going to divide by the total number of x's. So we have 6 x's here. And when we do that, it's going to give us the mean as 5. And so you have two different strategies here. So the first strategy was to move the x's toward the center of each other. And the second strategy is that you're going to find the mean by collecting the data from the line plot.